The winter wind cut through the wide parking lot in front of Halden Industries. Liam pulled his worn jacket closer as he lifted his son from the back seat. Noah clung to his shoulder, half asleep and shivering. Liam had promised himself this would be quick. Deliver the repaired laptop to the office, collect the payment, and get Noah home before the cold settled any deeper into his bones. He hurried toward the private entrance, guided by the glow of tall glass doors. Just inside, a woman stood with her arms wrapped tightly around herself as if holding something unseen together. Her eyes were fixed on the floor, and her breath came shallow. When Liam stepped in, she flinched slightly, as though yanked from a distant thought. Then footsteps echoed from down the hallway. A man approached, dressed in a dark suit that probably cost more than Liam earned in 6 months. His face was set with worry that he tried to hide behind a carefully practiced calm. "Please, just make it fast," the man said to the woman, though his voice trembled. Then he turned toward Liam, blinking as if surprised to see a stranger standing there with a child in his arms. That was when Liam realized who the man was. Marcus Hale. The billionaire chief executive whose name hovered over half the buildings in the city. Someone who lived on the top floor of the world while Liam scraped by repairing electronics in his kitchen after Noah slept. The woman spoke softly. "It is colder than I expected. Could you close the door, please?" Liam nodded and swung it shut behind him. The moment the latch clicked, she swayed. He noticed then that her dress was thin, much too thin for the sharp cold outside. Without thinking, he shrugged off his jacket and offered it to her. "Here," he said. "You need this more than I do." She hesitated, then accepted it with a brief, grateful nod. The jacket swallowed her, making her seem smaller and somehow more fragile. Marcus drew in a long breath. "Thank you," he said. "I am sorry you walked into this. We are waiting for someone, and things have not gone as planned." Liam would have stepped away, collected his payment, and left, but the moment he shifted his weight, Noah stirred and whispered a small complaint. The woman's gaze flicked to the child, and something softened in her expression. "You have a little one," she murmured. "Is he all right?" "Just tired," Liam said. "Long day." The woman looked down, and tears slipped from her eyes before she could stop them. She wiped them away quickly, almost angrily. Marcus reached toward her but pulled his hand back as if unsure he had the right. Liam cleared his throat. "Do you need help?" "I am not sure what is going on, but maybe I can do something." Marcus studied him for a long moment. Something shifted behind the practiced calm, as though he was trying to decide whether to pull back or let the truth surface. "This is my sister," Marcus said quietly. "Her name is Alara. We were supposed to meet someone here. Someone who said they could help her. But they are an hour late, and she is not well." Alara let out a breath that sounded like surrender. "I am not broken," she whispered. "I am just tired. Tired of pretending I am fine around people who smile because they want something from Marcus. Tired of quiet rooms. Tired of feeling alone in crowds." Liam held Noah a little closer. He understood loneliness in a heavy, familiar way. "What kind of help were you waiting for?" he asked. Alara looked at Marcus, and he reluctantly answered. "A counselor. Someone who works with patients who struggle with panic episodes. Alara hates hospitals. She wanted someone neutral, someone who would meet her here." Another tear slid down Alara's cheek. "And I panicked anyway." Liam nodded slowly. "It happens. You do not need to be ashamed." She looked at him with surprise, as if no one had spoken to her that simply in a long time. Noah rubbed his eyes and sat up in his father's arms. When he saw Alara crying, he reached out with small fingers and touched her sleeve. "Do you need a hug?" he asked. Her breath hitched. A soft, stunned laugh escaped her as she blinked through her tears. She nodded. Liam gently lowered Noah into her waiting arms. Alara held the child close, and the trembling in her shoulders eased. Marcus watched the scene with a look that mixed gratitude and something deeper, something like guilt or relief. He has a way of knowing when someone needs comfort, Liam said. His mother was like that too. She passed a few years ago. I think he remembers pieces of her kindness. Elara smoothed Noah's hair. You are doing well, she said softly to Liam. He trusts you. Liam swallowed the sudden tightness in his throat. For a moment, none of them spoke. Then the hallway door opened, and a woman in a long coat stepped inside. Marcus Hale, she asked. Elara tensed, but Liam placed a steady hand on her arm. You are not alone, he said. She breathed out slowly and nodded. The counselor led Elara to a quiet room nearby. Before she stepped inside, Elara returned Liam's jacket and touched his hand gently. Thank you, she said. You gave me more than warmth. Marcus stayed behind with Liam. You changed the entire night with one small act, he said. If you ever need anything at all, come to my office. I mean that. Liam shook his head. Just take care of her. Marcus smiled in a tired but genuine way. I will. When Liam stepped back into the cold with Noah in his arms, he felt lighter than he had in months. He did not know what tomorrow would bring, but tonight he had offered kindness in a moment that mattered. And sometimes, he thought, that was enough to change a life.